Howdy, folks. Welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don, where I do non-pop country music reactions, and this one's going to fit that bill. Even though I don't know the song, I did react to Eddy Arnold doing like a collaboration. It might have been on Larry's Country Diner or Country Reunion or something like that. But Turn the World Around by Eddy Arnold. And it was requested by Kyle Perkins, who made a gift to the channel for me to do this one. So Kyle, shout out to you. Thank you for the gift and this request. And Kyle said this: I'm a big fan of the legendary Eddy Arnold. I love his voice and songs. I couldn't find you doing a reaction to any of his songs yet properly. I hadn't done one. So I thought I'd be the first to gift request a song of his. The only problem was picking which song, with so many great ones to choose from. I picked Turn the World Around. I hope you enjoy it. Well, since it's from you, Kyle, I'm sure I will, because Kyle's made a few gift requests to the channel, and the songs that you chose were absolute country, so I have no doubt that I'm going to enjoy these, and whatever ones come my way, but this one by Eddy. And yes, Eddy is spelled with a Y, E-D-D-Y. Okay, there were two different, I-E is one of the spellings, but just for reference. All right, let's see what Eddy's got for us. Here we go. Turn the World Around.
Turn the world around the other way.
Does he get the girl back?
Back it up and stop on yesterday. Back to before that silly fight.
Yeah.
And give me a chance to make things right. I said some things I didn't mean to say. Things that I'm so sorry for today. Down on my knees, I beg you please to turn the world around the other way. I never really wanted us to break up, and I'm sorry for each teardrop that you cry.
He sings so clearly.
We need to give our hearts a chance to make up. And darling, with you standing by my side, we'll turn the world around the other way. Back to where it started yesterday. Just take my hand, together we can turn the world around the other way. Yes, we'll turn the world around the other way. Back it up and stop on yesterday. Just take my hand, together we can turn the world around the other way.
Yeah. That kind of song, I mean, I love the way it's put, of course, because they had a fight, and I don't know if the relationship ended. It doesn't sound like it did, but it could have been so bad. Obviously, there's healing that has to take place. But this is the type of song that's a philosopher's, not dream, but it's definitely in the wheelhouse of a philosopher, because you have the ripple effect. Like if you change one thing in history, and the classic example in a philosophy class is, or anywhere really, like time travel. If you could go back in time, and then there's this one example where somebody goes way back in time, and he winds up inadvertently stepping on, it might have been a butterfly or a bug, but not purposely. He just happened to step on it, and it killed it. And that set all these different things in motion for the future, such that society was entirely different by the time he got back into the present time, the time that he had left. And this is one of these things where, like, if you go back in time, even just yesterday, to unfold the fight, well, you're also going back in time and unfolding all the other good things that happen in the world for others and yourself and whatever. But the simplicity of the song is, gosh, I wish I could take back those words. Maybe. And because to him, the only significant thing is not the other nuances and the other big things that would have been changed by going back in time. Just to him is, God, I just want to make things right with you. Just however I need to say it, however I need to word it, however I need to think about it, however I can impress upon you. I just wish you could forgive me for things I said that I didn't mean. And while listening to the song, I was also thinking, well, I wonder if she said things that she didn't mean. And because, I know when I get upset, and it's not that often, but sometimes I do, I just speak to what's going on in the situation. I don't attack people, I don't attack anybody. Um, it's just not my style. I just speak to like whatever is frustrating in the moment. And I know, like for me, like I don't start moments. I don't. I'm just pretty chill. I can handle a lot. I classic middle child in ways, but also I've lived long enough to know that things just aren't that important to get all whacked out about. But I have my moments. And I can't, and those are moments where just things that I may have been thinking or feeling will come up, but it isn't mean like that. And those kinds of arguments are okay, where you're just getting your thoughts out that might have been frustrating you, but the timing was bad to bring it up, a week ago or a day ago or whatever. But in this song, it's like, oh God, it really came to the forefront. And he admitted he said things he didn't mean to say. And it's okay to say things that might even prick the other person's conscience, their heart, their mind, as long as it's not mean. And that's the one thing I hate. I've said this many times. My bugaboo in life that gets me going is mean-spiritedness. You could be wrong about me. You could assess me wrongly and all that. But if it doesn't come from a place of mean-spiritedness, just the product of human nature being frail and trying to put pieces together but not getting it right, it's understandable. Frustrating, yes, but when people are mean, or you see like road rage out of nowhere from someone, and you're like, good Lord, it's just tough to see. It's like, dude, girl, get a handle on it. And because it engenders regrets. And sometimes you look back. I know we all can. If you have a conscience, you look back on certain things you did or said in your lifetime. Could have been when you were younger, as a kid or something. And you're like, oh, God, I wish I never said that. And that's fair as a human being. But in this case, the consequences were severe. So, Kyle, good one. This could have been a crossover. Absolutely. This sounded like it was the 50s. And it was on RCA Victor. I saw that, and they were big. And then, like, remember the Victrolas? I think they were called, or you had those units in the living room. We had one, and God, they weren't. Maybe it was called Victrola, but you put the record on there, and it would just come out the little speaker there in your living room or dining room or wherever. But I could see this being like on regular radio because it wasn't distinctly country, but it wasn't not country, obviously. So, all right. God, do I want to rate this one? I am going to pass on rating this one. Sometimes songs are so of such a different era that for me to rate them, it's against the current context or even traditional country music. All right, I'll rate the song. Okay, I'll rate it. The number that popped into my head was an 8.8. And it was really a simple song, but it was an honest song. And that one line cleared it up. I said things I didn't mean to say. And I wish basically we could go back and heal that. And maybe she would say, well, I didn't mean to say it either. And then they hug, embrace, and they're back on track. So, all right, there you go. Kyle, thank you again, my friend. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.